Hotep Senu Hena Senut Iti Ren Ishakan Kemet. Today I will quote from Stephen Roger Fisher. I don't normally use Wikipedia, but his credentials are clear on that page. It says that he was born in 1947 and he is a New Zealand linguist. He is the former director of the Institute of Polynesian Languages and Literatures in Auckland, New Zealand. Fisher is the author of more than 150 books and articles on linguistics, many of which are commonly cited. For his contributions to the decipherment of ancient scripts, Fisher was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society of New Zealand in 2010. Now that we've dealt with the credential, we're going to move to the book. The book is called A History of Writing, and it's, of course, the author whose credentials I just read. We're going to move to page 47. And I will blow it up. That's large enough, I think. And we will start reading here. Egyptian writing influenced the Meroitic script of Meroe in the Sudan, dating from circa 250 BC, and also supplied the forms for the earliest identified consonantal alphabet circa 2200 BC that generated the various Semitic proto-alphabets of the Sinai and Levant. The later became, in time, the Latin alphabet we use today. The depth to the Nile is immense. It is no coincidence that our method of writing at the beginning of the third millennium AD is not too different from that of the Egyptian scribes of the third millennium BC. Though the idea of complete writing may have arisen in Sumer, the way we write, and even some of our signs, which we call letters, are the ultimate descendants of ancient Egyptian founders. See illustration 28, and it's on the next page. Here is the illustration. It says at the bottom, ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs live on transmuted fashion in our own alphabet. And here it says Egyptian, then we have Proto-Sinaitic, then we have Phoenician, then early Greek, then Latin. So we go from the Egyptian ox's head to the Latin letter A. Then we have the Egyptian per or house to the Latin B. Then we have the Egyptian throw stick, and it ends up being the Latin G. We have a man with his hands raised up in the Medu Necher, and we end up having the Latin letter E. And you can see that in the Proto-Sinaitic, the letters or symbols or pictograms, however you want to call them, look very similar. Then we have the Egyptian uniliteral, which stands for the sound D. It's the hand. And ultimately, we get the Latin K. Then we have the ripple of water or wave of water, which actually is another uniliteral standing for the sound N. Then we ultimately have the Latin M. Then we have the cobra, which is also a uniliteral standing for the sound J. And ultimately, we have the Latin letter N. We have the I, which can stand for the biliteral ir in Medu Necher. And ultimately, we have the Latin O. Then we have the head seen from the side or profile, which stands for the Medu Necher tep. It's a biliteral. And ultimately, we have the Latin letter Le. We have these glyphs, which are actually two relief on top of another. This is how it starts when they came up with a papyrus. They cut the papyrus, leaving very thin layers, and they put them one on top of the other, let it dry in the sun, and hence you have your paper. It has nothing to do with the cross, contrary to what some people may have you believe. So that stands for IMY, I-M-Y in Medunecher. And ultimately, we have the Latin letter T or T. And finally, we have that glyph here, that Medunecher glyph, which stands for a Sha, if I'm not mistaken. And ultimately, you have the Latin letter S. So I should have said it in the beginning of this video, but you can thank Africans for our alphabet. That's the title of the video. For those who don't know, I've been teaching the Medu Neter for quite some times, and whoever wants to learn this beautiful ancient language, then feel free to contact me. You have my email address in the description of this video. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever, all in one word, like you see at the bottom left corner of the screen. Stay safe, stay healthy, and if I'm allowed to by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. Hotep.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving Medu Neter classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video Kemet and Ma'at before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Medu Neter class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Medu Neter lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had ever. So if you're interested in learning the Medu Neter, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is interested in learning the Medu Neter, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neter classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class, and all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Neter class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. Don't forget to share Kemet and Ma'at on my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/Ma'at forever.